Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it is for you. Welcome to the Clip Point. I'm Greg.
I'm Josh.
And we have another update for you for our most carried in September. A little late.
But we've been busy.
Been busy with some partnerships. Really exciting time for us at the Clip Point. And I know we're a little, early in the journey on YouTube, but we are growing fast. And thank you very much for your support. We appreciate that. And we get some cool stuff to review. We have some manufacturers now. We have several retailers. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to be fans first, review stuff we like, and grow and see what we can get a hold of. Get some brands engaged.
Yeah. We did the SMKW exclusive MKM. With the really cool lava handles. We dropped those. That was a really cool video.
Really cool.
Sanzo, I believe they were called. We'll drop that link above. We just did something with EDC Specialties.
Yes.
That was really awesome. Huge shout out to them as well.
We got a Tor knife coming.
Yeah, that straight from Tor, which is really cool.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah, so, it's really growing, and that's all thanks to you guys for watching our content. Obviously, thanks to the manufacturers for being willing to work with us. And it's a lot of fun.
It's one of those things where in this industry, the more you support channels like ours, the more you get to see reviews and hands-on take on things, right? Because they notice us and they see what we're doing. And even though we're not a huge channel yet, now use my favorite Conor McGregor quote, we didn't come here to take part, we came here to take over.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over.
Even though we're in the process of taking over the EDC world, the reality is they do see our growth and they see your support. So thank you once again.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
And, we come at this as fans first, like Greg said, but we also want to handle it like a business. And we want manufacturers to trust us, and we want you guys to trust us. So we walk the fine line for everybody. That we give no nonsense reviews, and that's kind of that's our shtick. That's what we're going to stick to.
We're very positive. We want it to stay positive because we want to foster positivity,
right? But
in the online world,
and honesty.
But we're always going to be honest with you, and even if it's a knife or a product that we get to keep, like EDC Specialties let us keep the flashlight, which was totally cool. Thank you for them letting us do that. You know what? There was nothing negative in that review other than it took us forever to assemble that
That was
ring.
on me.
Well, it was on us because we were both just trying to assemble that and figure it out.
I read the instructions first. That was on me. I'll take ownership. And we still have the washer up there.
Yeah, we'll never get rid of that washer. I haven't seen the video. He usually puts them over here. I always point here, but it's actually above his head. So check that out. But let's dive in, man.
Well, first, like, subscribe.
Hit the bell. Yes.
Ding the bell.
Yes, always.
So you're notified every time we drop a new video.
So anyway, sorry for the shameless plug for the channel, but thank you guys. It's all about your support. So
the most carried videos, it's kind of our checking in with you until we start doing live streams, which we're planning on doing. That's coming up.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun.
Grab a cigar. We would like to do that. We smoke a cigar over the weekends together usually. It'd be a great opportunity to kind of create some live event, be able to do that with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got?
Well, if you haven't caught any of our most carried videos, we typically bring 3 knives that we carried the most in whatever month is on the card. And we talk about them and why we carried them, and we try to rotate them. And sometimes we get some that stick around, and sometimes it's like, this is kind of brutal to carry for a month. It's going to go back into the case, and, I'll bring it out every now and then.
Yep. And a lot of times we go smaller to larger. I think that's kind of the theme as well. Some of that purpose is least intimidating to most intimidating. And many times we'll always carry at least one knife, but sometimes we'll carry 2, maybe 3, depending upon the situation, so that we can have terms of escalation. Right. This person needs a pocket knife. Okay, great. Here, let me hand you this case or this unintimidating knife.
That's easy to operate till you cut your finger off.
Yep. And then you'll have a larger knife that you carry for those purposes. And then you have an EDC blade.
Right. Or a tactical knife as well, in case.
Yeah, that's what the larger knife would be for me, right?
Yeah, if we're going to go into a metro area that, you never know. But hey, you want me to start it off, or you want to go?
Go ahead. Yeah.
My small knife is not a knife I would hand to somebody, but I always say this is the biggest small knife I own.
And that's why you wouldn't hand that knife to somebody. That's the exciting part
Right.
about that Les George.
And it's a ProTech
Because less is more.
Les George SBR. And because it's so small, it's got a pretty powerful spring, which, you know, if you know ProTech, they are known for their automatics. They function like no other. And it's snappy.
Hang on to that one.
Normally, ProTechs are 154 cm. This one is S35VN. Fun knife, really comfortable, really ergonomic. If you have average size hands, unlike my friend here, this is a little bit too small for him. But like the jimping, like how it rides up.
I love the design. Though.
It's just a
the
fantastic
aesthetic,
design.
Yeah, and they didn't do the cheesy stonewash on that knife.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's the not shiny. That's the flat stonewash.
And
it's,
you know
what everybody should do, especially American-made knives. You have the opportunity to do what you want.
It's
not cheesy.
They've got a lot of variations of this knife. You can get it in different looks, even with different scales. But you know, I've had this one for a little while, and I've just really, really enjoyed it.
The thing hits so hard.
It does
a tiny
hit hard.
2-inch knife.
It does, and when you hold it, you know, you're like, man, that's a small knife. But even when we were at Nashville Tactical, we were talking to the owner, Mark, there. He was like, hey, let me show you what my current favorite knife is. This was a couple months ago, maybe. And he pulled out one of these, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, that is the smallest, biggest knife there is.
That is a fact, yeah. If you're comfortable with it, which I think most guys on average will be comfortable with this little knife, it is fire. It's such a little awesome, lightweight EDC. He still has an edge, good. But I love how they do all the flat. I just like how it doesn't reflect light. Now, granted, it's an Instagram thing for us, but also just personal aesthetic. I just really like how ProTech does that.
Yeah, especially
ProTech's
with their operator series.
Is excellent. I would say for side opening automatic, they're probably the best company out there.
In my opinion, they are.
I don't think anybody. I mean, just the crack. They get it.
It's
what
precision.
they do.
It's precision.
It's what they do. So, and that takes me here to this bad boy. This is one of my favorite knives. No, it doesn't. Sorry. This one.
Not yet.
Not yet. This one. And this is a nice little case teardrop with a Wharncliffe blade, little pin blade, nice half stop.
They did the weathering so great on that. I thought it was an old knife.
Yeah, the Pocket Warren series definitely has that feel to it. This is the Caribbean Blue. I really enjoy this. Frost Cutlery is in Chattanooga, and I went to Frost Cutlery, and in their showroom, they carry all the Chinese stuff, but they also carry American-made as well. Great guys. Every time I go in there, especially the man that runs it, he's awesome. You should go check him out if you're in the Chattanooga area. Just map it. They have a lot of cool stuff, and they're a good price. But I've been looking at this for months. Like, I go in there once every month or two, maybe more than that, maybe nearly a year, and it still wasn't purchased. I was like, what am I doing? I'm just going to get it.
Because it was meant for you.
Thank you.
Look, it matches your shirt.
It does. Oh, that's a fact. So there you go, and I carry in a cool little leather slip. But this is the hand somebody knife. I really, really like the teardrop shape. I've always appreciated that. It's rare to get it.
I don't have a hand somebody knife this time.
Yeah, no, you don't. I like the fact it's a Wharncliffe. That's more rare. It's typically a pin blade, which I'm not a fan of. The Wharncliffe is just a much more aesthetically pleasing.
And it's a very EDC-able blade shape. I think people overlook the Wharncliffe for EDC.
Yeah. The piercing capability and really opening packages. I mean, what do you do other than open Amazon boxes?
Yeah, or like clean your fingernails out or something. Perfect knife for that.
Right? Whatever. But this is a great size. It's not a small knife like a Texas toothpick, but it's not really thick and heavy like a Stockman.
Or a copper lock.
Yep. Exactly. It's right underneath a copper lock size. So it's a really ideal shape. It's very aesthetically pleasing. And I do think it's a Tony Bose. Yep, sure is. So it's a Tony Bose design, which makes sense that you're going to really like it. There he is, right behind us, always watching. So, yeah.
Nice.
Got a little leather sheath with some blue stitching to match. You know, just a little fancy touch. Yeah.
I dig it.
So it's fun.
My next one is kind of my tactical. It's kind of small for a tactical, but I really love it. It's very unique, and that is the Emerson Mini CQC 15 Such an EDC blade shape. Very unique. It's a Tonto with a recurve. It's got belly. It's got that really strong Tonto tip. Wave. This was my first Emerson, actually.
When you told me you got it, I was kind of like, yeah, I've seen it online. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. You got
This is the problem with Emerson knives, is you can't, we do a great job, I feel, and several of you guys do a great job on Instagram of capturing Emerson. Emerson does not do a good job.
Well, they're
don't know
so
what you're
singular
missing.
purpose.
You don't know what you're missing. Not this one. Let me have that thing. This is multiple purpose. Look, it's wave. It's fast. Has recurve, so it's EDC. It's Tonto. It's thick. It's extremely sharp. The way they do their edges, which actually I need to put some love on it. The way they do their edges with the chisel grind is extremely sharp, and once you know how, is easy to sharpen.
Well, and that's also a testament to their heat treat, their 154 cm.
Every time
Emerson
we talk
heat
about
treat.
it, it's worth talking about. The edges come right back when I play with them. It doesn't take much.
And Emerson it's so perfectly simple.
Yeah, it is.
With everything that they've done, it's so perfectly simple.
So the beauty of this knife, once you get the grind lines, you'll see. You're like, oh, wow, this is serious. You look at the stock. You look at all the tapering. This is a drop Tonto recurve. I'm sorry, but what doesn't it do again?
Right. I want the full-size one. Now that I've owned the mini one, I want the full-size one.
This is a serious little knife.
But I think an underspoken thing on this knife particularly is just how comfortable it is.
Yeah.
Now, it's probably a little small for your hands, but it's got some jimping here. It fits in the fist. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Well, I can't complain because my knife is also an Emerson. And this one, so it's weird because it's a tactical and an EDC. So this is,
which is perfect for their mini blades, right?
It is.
Because Emerson typically has their full size and then a mini version of certain knives. Even the Saks has a mini version.
I'd like to get that.
But think about it, like
the mini Roadhouse. I got this secondhand because you don't see these.
Yeah.
I was really excited to get it, and I've already told the story on it where the detent ball had milling scale on back in 2014, that era of Emerson. They had two detents, the liner and a secondary up top, for whatever reason, and it just wouldn't open right. So I disassembled it, took out the milling scale, and it worked perfectly. This has been one of my favorite knives that I have ever owned. The scales are obviously different. It's Tarot Tough by Shutter Doug. Check him out on Instagram. Does great work. Trustworthy guy. His books pile up, so get ready for that as any custom work would. This Tonto has belly. It has a slight drop, almost a harpoon. There's so many elements that he mixes in.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like organic
mm-hmm.
in the way he does things. They're not just like static.
But they're either organic like that, where he's really designed a well-made blade, or they're historic, which is timeless.
Good point. It fits my hand nicely. This has been my EDC, and it is an EDC / tactical because every Emerson has wave is tactical,
mm-hmm.
right? It's not as long, so I didn't carry this with that idea, but it would serve that purpose.
Right.
Yeah. But I actually did carry a larger knife for EDC, for non-EDC, but tactical purposes.
Yeah. Which has been on the most carried before.
Yes.
Such a great knife.
I know, because it's a go-to for me. I know it's tactical.
My last knife, which is the largest knife that I carried, is a Legacy Microtech. And when we say Legacy Microtech, what do we mean, Greg?
It's guaranteed made in USA, baby, 100%.
Yeah.
This is 100% made in USA.
Yeah, there's no Chinese parts on this knife.
Right.
This is a Socom Elite. I think it was in my most carried last month as well. I just couldn't put it down.
It's such a good knife for a tip-down carry, especially. It doesn't even matter. We're like, never do tip-down carry. Well, except the SOCOM. The SOCOM gets a pass.
It works for the design. I mean, I've beat it up. It's got some scratches and nicks. I truly carried this all the time. Even if I was in like gym shorts or something, this is the knife that I put in my pocket.
Weighs nothing.
And
for the size, the real estate, it weighs nothing.
Right. And it's LMAX. This one is a 2021 blade. I got this through Microtech's service personnel program, which is very kind of them to offer. Just been a great knife.
Yeah, I so appreciate that knife. It's so huge yet
Right.
perfectly functional.
And, we're well aware of all of the controversy surrounding Microtech right now, but it doesn't take away from the fact that they do have some really great blade designs, and for their truly American-made knives, they really are exceptional.
Yeah, and this is an exceptional blade. You'll enjoy every moment you own this knife.
I have.
It was really.
That's why they're so hard to
me.
find. Like, a lot of people seek these knives out. They're tough to find. They truly are.
Well, you really do use that. I might have to touch it up again, but it's great.
Yeah, you've had to sharpen that knife like 3 or 4 times.
I'm gonna have to do it again. It's great. This is such a cool design. So, yeah. Oh, that's my turn now.
Yeah.
All right. Pow!
Such a serious knife. Makes such a statement.
The table shook. I mean, it is. What an amazing design knife. This is the Heretic Hydra. This knife gets. This has blown up our TikTok. We have some viral video of this. Don't tell them, but somehow this hasn't been taken down off TikTok. Pretty much every other, not every other, but most of my knife stuff. I mean, even some of my slip joint reviews, just the quick reviews on TikTok, gone. This, no, we're good. We're good with that. This is like the scariest OTF ever made next to a Halo. And quite frankly, it's chunky, thicker than a Halo.
I think I would probably rather have this one than a Halo.
Because you have to, go ahead.
Because
Yep.
the size difference,
Yep.
because it's a little bit smaller, it's going to punch harder.
Yep. Well, that could be. The stock is super thick. I don't know. Halo could be. It doesn't seem to be in pictures.
But you
I
can
can't
get
remember
this
last time I fired
You can
one.
find this.
Yeah, you can find a Hydra.
And it's got a safety.
This is the thing. You don't have to carry a... This is why I bought this knife. Because I wanted Halo functionality in a knife that I could carry with a pocket clip instead of a belt clip, right? Because I wanted that capability of just walking around, grab my tactical knife, I'm good to go. And this knife fills the bill. I would recommend that when you get one of these is to get the upgraded pocket clip.
Yeah, for sure.
So I waited because I didn't know it even existed. When I found it, I had to have it.
It didn't exist when you bought it.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Well,
it didn't. It came out, I believe, with the Manacores.
Well, that makes sense. So it does. I do have a couple little rub spots where the old clip was there. So if you were to want to upgrade, you need to do it before you start carrying.
Well, and they do sell some with the upgraded clip as well.
There you go.
So.
Yep. But this is a fire knife.
Yeah, it's a serious knife.
Yeah, it is very, very serious.
It's not a toy.
It is not a toy, and it is very tactical. You could certainly EDC a knife like this, but it is that's not its purpose.
No.
So there you go. That was that, and I do have my honorable mention. I can't get over it, Josh.
Yeah, where's the Slim Midi though?
Well, the Slim Midi, you always know. Where is it? Well, it's right here somewhere. So this Leatherman is so epic. I use this all the time.
Yeah, I think the last most carried was the first video that it was in.
I can't help it. I want to carry this thing every single day. I've slept on Leatherman forever because I just didn't really care. And now that I own this,
you don't know till you know.
You don't know till you know. It's phenomenal. All the little tools it has. It's lightweight, and even at $40, this is made in America. It's made in America with all this metal and all this functionality. This is a value. Any Leatherman is a value, even at $100. I just can't get over it. I love it. I wish it was in black. That would be the thing I'd like better than this. Would be black, but it is what it is. No matter which one you get, you're gonna love a Leatherman. They come
in, like, I can't tell you how many times I've used my Leatherman. Mine has a little tiny glasses screw, double-sided, and that has come in clutch so many times working on computers or sunglasses come apart or whatever.
It comes with a hollow ground. I believe it's like a 440 blade, and it's sharp. a multi-tool with a sharp edge.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's, and it's a liner lock as well, built in. It's cool. I don't want to spend a ton of time on a multi-tool because you guys probably already own multi-tools, but it's worth mentioning because I carried all the stinking time.
It very much is worth mentioning because a lot of people, like you said, sleep on them. They're like, why would I buy a multi-tool, that's so utilitarian when I can buy, cool automatic or, a cool, frame lock.
You got your light on you?
I don't have a light on me. I have a light in my bag that's right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But
what is it?
It's Night Core.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with that. Well, because I, happened to gift you one. Didn't know if you carry it.
But I will say, I just used it Friday night at length because it was dark and I had to help tear down.
Oh, that's true. You did, yes.
Yeah.
So you used my Olight. And I've been carrying the heck out of this titanium Mini Warrior, or Warrior Mini 2. Solid titanium. This is a limited edition. You probably can't find it.
But you can find something like it.
But you can find a Warrior Mini 2 on their website. This is an epic knife. Listen to me. This is an epic flashlight. It does have the tail cap. It also has tail cap charging.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, a little magnet, and it is magnetic.
Look at that.
Yep. So I really enjoy this reversible pocket clip. Clips off and it goes on the top or the bottom based on how you want to carry. It has a night mode, a low mode, and a high mode. What's really, really epic is sometimes I'll just click into a mode and I want to look at something up close. And what'll happen is I'll be right up on it. You see it dim?
Yep, I did.
It has a sensor in the front of it that literally dims.
Here, do it at an angle.
Yeah,
so
that's true. They can probably see it. Okay, so there's high.
Look at that.
So it dims, so you don't blind yourself at night,
cool.
reflecting off of what you're looking at.
That's smart.
It's brilliant, and it's actually coming clutch. I'm like, oh no, that's perfect. Yes, and then I get a chance to look at what I'm doing. So it has a little sensor built in. Olight makes great stuff. I know it's not surefire. I get that. But for what you get, I carry this all the stinking time.
It just has some really cool design features that others don't.
I agree. So there you go.
Yeah. What was your most carried in the month of September? No, it's a little late, but let us know.
Comment below. We'd love to know what you carried the most. So
yeah,
awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, stay sharp.
Stay sharp.